Hello, hello. This is Angie Watkins, your extreme encourager, coming to you live for the. Okay, cool. Sorry, resuming. Hey, this is Anggie Watkins, your extreme encourager, coming to you for the 5 on July 9th. So, the whole thing for July is about recognizing your accomplishments. And today, I want to specifically talk about the fact that sometimes your accomplishments are told to you. So, there are times when you may not be totally cognizant of what it is that you bring to the table, but some people make time to actually tell you. So one of the things this past weekend was watching The Godfather, and one of the people at the table was like, Don Corleone is so modest, he doesn't even tell you, what he has. And he was like, whenever I refuse to help you, if you ever came to me about something, because we're talking about having the cops in his back pocket. So anyway, I always just love the whole point about having an offer that you can't refuse. So my point was, when I thought about that, I was thinking about accomplishments and the fact that one of the 5 families called him modest. And the whole point is, there are times we are always modest about what we have or what we know, or just the fact that we take what we have for granted, and we don't always realize what it is that people may want from us that is a special type of thing because we're so modest about it. So one of the things I actually want to just give an example about, so when you're on the job, for example, and you're being modest about something, and again, sometimes it's considered an accomplishment, a compliment, but it really is an accomplishment. So if someone tells you, and everything is important, but if someone tells you, that your smile, just brightens the day, or the fact that you are always willing to listen and that you take time for them, that, you may actually have an accomplishment in there, because some of the times that you don't realize, you're setting the tone for your environment. You have an opportunity to help people be more productive. The times that you may smile at someone, that you are increasing morale, you are increasing the sense of loyalty or friendship, or just the fact that people, I'll do it for her because she, is just so awesome, or just because she, or he does what he does and listens. There are times you don't realize what you have until someone asks you a question. Exactly. We are setting the tone. And there are times when you are, because you're modest, and it's okay to be modest, but when you're modest to the extent that sometimes you really do need to be told that you are having an accomplishment and exhibiting one in your daily day life. And so there are times when some of you ask me questions about, for example, at my job, I can, have information about contracting, and someone asked me a question and I started spitting and popping all kinds of information real quick, fast, and in a hurry. I'm like, oh, thank you for that. I was like, and you realize, oh, that's right, I did know that. There are certain things that are just embedded in you that you take for granted day to day, and it's okay. But it's not okay if you deflect an accomplishment someone gives you. So if someone says, you know what, you really know a lot about math, or you really know about customer relationship, and you're like, oh, well, anybody, squash it now. Anybody can't do what you do. And I had to learn from someone telling me that, because I would always say, oh yeah, anybody can do what I do. And she's like, you know what, I am tired of you saying that to me. No, everybody can't do what you do. What you do is special, and what you do is different, and that goes for you. What you do is special. What you do is different. And it's okay to be modest from time to time, but when someone brings it to your attention, accept it. Say, you know what, thank you for that. Celebrate it for yourself. Like, that is really awesome. So I'm like, and smile about it and embrace it so that you can use it somewhere else. It's like another way of just being an ace in your job. Accept it, celebrate it, and embrace it. When you are told that you have a knack, or you have a skill, or you have an aptitude for something, it's the truth. Sometimes you have an environment where people will be willing and want to tell you just how much you mean to them in their relationship and their jobs and everything else. That you bring something else just by your personality. So say, for example, you're exuberant and you're happy and you're just really cheery. You bring brightness to an environment. And it's not to say that someone who's a little quiet and a little shy and a little calm or whatever, you bring calm to some chaotic environments. Everybody has an aspect or an attribute that brings something to the table that is special. And all of those aspects are needed, and they're your own individual accomplishments that you are honestly, willingly sharing with other people. So, next time, it may be a joke. It's like, I'm going to make you an offer you can't refuse. I'm like, I'm going to give you a compliment that you can't refuse. You can't refute it. You can't delay it. You can't defer it. You can't do any of it. You can just take the accomplishment, take the compliment, and enjoy it for what it is. And it's okay. Sometimes people have to tell you what your accomplishment is. Because sometimes we are, in fact, too modest to actually identify them for ourselves. But once they are identified, remember them, appreciate them, embrace them. So this is Anggie Watkins, your extreme encourager, just coming to you for the 5, just real quick, to let you know what, if you are told what your accomplishment is, listen to them and enjoy it. So, till next time, this is Anggie Watkins, your extreme encourager, coming to you for the 5. See you next time.